Today's vlog from Diamond Princess is sponsored by cruiseline.com, where you can find reviews, tips, and photos from real, everyday cruisers. Good morning! We've made it to Vietnam and we're on our tender. The tender process was a little bit long this morning because of the visas and all of that good stuff. But probably about an hour after we got into line, we got onto a tender and we're really enjoying the fresh air right now. So we're headed ashore to do our amazing snorkeling excursion. That's what it's called, the amazing snorkeling excursion with a private tour provider. Okay, let's do this. Area. Nha Trang is not somewhere that you want to just get off and walk around if you don't have a tour. It's very chaotic and there's a lot of people trying to sell you stuff, so you gotta have a plan. As you can see, there's a lot of tourists here. Apparently our guide said a lot of people come from China around this time of the year, which makes perfect sense, and they're all getting on these boats. So our guide went off to find us a high-speed jet boat and he grabbed our snorkeling gear and we're getting closer, getting closer.
And then now we move to the Moon Island, and in there you have a place for snorkeling.
Nice.
We will park in on the floating,
okay.
You know, and from there you can snorkel.
Great.
And after this we return on another island,
okay.
You know, and with the mini beach. And
beach.
yeah,
okay.
You relax in there and you have a lunch in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. It's a bit appropriate.
Turn around.
Now we're leaving Vietnam, a nice little snorkeling spot. You
can also scuba dive here, apparently for just $25. I'm not sure it's optimal scuba diving conditions, but we're off to our next location, which is Mini Beach, with our awesome guide, Dom. Welcome to Mini Beach. This looks like our own little slice of heaven for a while. The water doesn't look super swimmable today, but there has been a lot of wind in this swell. So we just got here and we're gonna go explore this nice little white sand paradise. Pre-lunch swim. It's so beautiful and so nice. The water temperature is perfect. Like when you come out of the water, you feel cooled and refreshed, but it's not so cold that you don't want to get in. So yeah, this place is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Mexico, like Puerto Vallarta. My son was saying the same thing. It has kind of like palm trees meet the beach vibe. Beautiful, love it. Mini Beach is a very unexpected, beautiful treat. They are going to be feeding us a full meal at noon. Right now it's about 11 o'clock. And we just ordered some drinks. A beer was $1.78, a Diet Coke was $1.78. And this place is just gorgeous. We pretty much have it all to ourselves right now from what I can see. I get the sense that this place is only accessible by boat. And up until a few minutes ago, we were the only people here, but they're bringing in a few more boatloads of people to fill up these chairs and all that good stuff. In about 20 minutes, we're gonna have our lunch, but until then, we're just gonna frolic in the beautiful waves. It's so funny because the weather is changing by the minute. Like 1 minute it'll sprinkle, and then another minute it'll be cloudy, and then it'll be like blaring hot sun. It's a really cool adventure. We're having an awesome time. We're not doing a lot of snorkeling. I think it's probably because of the weather today. There was a massive storm yesterday, and a few months ago they had a huge typhoon, so there's actually been mudslide issues all over this city. It's really quite sad to see all of the mud piled up in the streets and all of the debris and all that good stuff. But anyway, gorgeous place. If you have the opportunity to come here, the place is called Mini Beach. So the parasailing has started on our beach, and I'm just gonna say to that, heck no, people, I'm not doing it. And here's why. A, I don't want to be thrown around in the air like a rag doll. B, I don't want to be dropped in the ocean and picked up by a jet ski if I'm doing parasailing. I prefer boat to boat parasailing. Just saying, guys. Maybe I'm old. I think I'm old. Am I old? Yeah, mold.
I don't want to come back to shore looking like this, okay? Just no, people, no.
On another note, lunch was absolutely delicious. The food here in Vietnam is so fresh and light and full of beautiful flavors and veggies and things like that. We had a salad, we had some fish cakes, we had some kind of a grilled marinated pork, spring rolls, rice. I think I already said salad. But anyway, the food here is exceptional, and we were so hungry because you know how it goes when you're swimming in the water or you're on a boat ride of some sort, you just really build up an appetite. So that was amazing. Just to give you an idea for the price for the drinks, because the food was all included in our tour. This tour we booked through ShipMate App. But the drinks for 3 beers and 4 sodas, Parasailer's coming back in, you gotta get a look at this, was under $13 for all of those drinks, so it's really good value. I don't know how much the food cost because it was included in our tour, but yeah, super good lunch, not too filling, and we're just having the time of our lives. We have to go in about an hour and a half, but you could stay here forever.
We're sad to say goodbye to Mini Beach, but our speedboat is here to take us back to the boat. It's 2 o'clock and we don't have to be all aboard until 4:30, but we do not like tender lines. So Dong, our guide, is gonna take us back early. He's been such a sweetheart. What a family man. What a joy. Awesome day.
Thank you.
Guess who got mega sunburned? You guys, what was I thinking? I didn't even pack sunscreen. So we went to the store yesterday here on the ship and I bought some sunscreen, but I didn't put it on in time and I got a little bit toasty. Anyway, gosh, we had so much fun today in Nha Trang. I've heard people say it both ways, so I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but man, was it fun. It was also really cool to have a tropical beach day after being in cold ports the whole time. It's really strange to experience both in one cruise, but it was so fun to jump in a speedboat and buzz through a foreign place. Our guide, Dong, was adorable. He was the nicest guy ever. He was super helpful, but he was really hands-off, meaning we didn't really feel like he was with us the whole day in an invasive way. Not that having a guide is an invasive thing, but he would just kind of let us know what was going on and then let us do our thing. And then when we wanted to go to the next destination or whatever, he would just kind of let us do that. So we were on our own schedule. We ended up coming back to the ship really super early. We left Mini Beach at about 2. We were just a little bit tired and kind of wanted to avoid that really long tender line. Glad that we did it. I wanted to also show you guys this cute lei that I'm wearing. I'll talk about that in just a minute, don't let me forget. Anyway, so now we're back on the ship, rested. Watching Christmas movies has been such a highlight this cruise. They have tons of Christmas programming on the TV, so we came back to the room, kind of just settled in, took showers, watched some TV. I took a little nap and the boys went out for a walk and went and saw some of our son's friends from the kids center. And now we have showered up and got ready to go to dinner. So we're gonna go enjoy the ship for the evening, and then tomorrow we're going to be going to Fumai, again, not sure how to pronounce it, for Ho Chi Minh City. We're doing an early morning tour, so we're probably going to be early to bed. So this is probably going to be my good night this evening, because I think after dinner we'll probably settle right back in and go to sleep. But awesome day. What a cruise. This has been a really unique adventure, something that we would love to do again as a family, and Vietnam did not disappoint. It's definitely, Southeast Asia is super interesting to me now, and I'd love to come back on a land vacation. So thanks for following along, and we will see you tomorrow in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about my lei. This is one of the many things that my son has created in the children's center here. I had to like put a packing cube together with all of the souvenirs that he's been making. Hats, t-shirts, picture frames. The list goes on, but I cannot speak highly enough about Camp Ocean here. The counselors have been so wonderful, and my son has formed the best relationship. So anyway, just want to pop back on and say that this is really sweet and I love it.